I'm just going to say it. Arc Raiders is one of the best extraction shooters I have played, and I'm only 10 hours in. Here's why. So Arc Raiders just came out and I went in expecting the usual extraction shooter experience. Get killed immediately, lose all my stuff, rage quit, but what I found was something way more interesting. A game where people actually talk to each other, where co-op matters, and where you can make actual friends instead of just enemies. So let's talk about why Arc Raiders surprised me and why you should probably give it a shot. The first thing that absolutely blew my mind is that most players in Arc Raiders are actually like friendly. I know it sounds insane for an extraction shooter, but hear me out on this one. In my first 15 matches, I only got killed by shoot on sight players twice. Everyone else, as soon as I used my voice chat and said, hey, I'm friendly, they either teamed up with me or just went their separate way. There was no unnecessary PvP and absolutely no toxicity anywhere. Behind you, man, behind you. What's up? I literally made 5 or 6 new friends just by being chill and communicating. Now we even squad up regularly. That never happens in games like this, but in Arc Raiders it does, and let me tell you, it's refreshing, honestly. Now I've heard that higher level maps might be sweatier, but in my experience so far, this is one of the best approachable extraction shooters I have ever played, and I am all here for it. So I can hear you asking, what do you actually do in Arc Raiders? Well, it's the usual extraction formula: drop in, loot, complete objectives, extract, but the execution is what makes it incredibly fun. Now, looting feels satisfying. You're cracking open lockers, smashing crates, rummaging through cars, and when you find a rare blueprint or a weapon you've been hunting for, that's the chef's kiss. Oh, and there's a safe bucket system as well, where you can just keep one item. Whatever happens, if you die, you keep it, which is a really smart design, which I have also seen in Escape from Tarkov, by the way. Weapons have personality too. Like myself, I am rocking the Anvil, a revolver that hits like an absolute truck, but takes forever to reload. It's a high risk, high reward type of weapon, but it's my style. But there's machine guns, shotguns, snipers, whatever fits your playstyle. There's also a quest system. You do objective for traders, Celeste, Shani, Tianwen, Apollo, Lance, and unlock new gear and upgrades. It keeps you engaged beyond just loot and extract. And there's your hideout, where you upgrade your gear or whatever you want to make with workbenches, gunsmiths, refiners, so you can actually craft your own gear. The progression feels meaningful in Arc Raiders. Now, as most of you loyal subscribers know, I myself am a big guy on RPG games. But now, here's the thing with Arc Raiders, because it surprised me as an RPG guy. It actually has RPG systems. Can you imagine? There's skill trees. Every time you level up, you invest in stats. Like, you'll be able to run faster, you'll be able to have more stamina, so you can run somewhere more efficiently without having to worry a guy from across the map sniping you, for example, or there's a guy who tries to rush you, but you run away, you have more stamina than this guy. There's a lot of ways to, use the skills to your advantage in this game. And it's not just stamina, it's also like making less noise and being able to climb surfaces faster and so on and so on. I can go on all day about this, but the skill system is actually really in depth, and as an RPG player myself, this was actually refreshing. Now, it's not deep RPG progression like a traditional RPG, but it's enough to make your character feel like it's evolving, and for an extraction shooter, that's absolutely rare. Oh, and before I forget to talk about this, those robots you're fighting, well, they are called arcs, and they are basically the main enemy in the game if you look past the PvP in this game. Like, early game, I thought I was Will Smith in iRobot, right? Trying to take them down solo. Big mistake. You need gear first, confidence second. And trust me on this, don't make the same mistake I made. And I was like, hey, I can shoot that big rocketeer arc out of the sky. You're gonna die. Trust me. Even with the smaller ones, maybe you can take down the wasp. wasps. I cannot pronounce that word. I don't know why. But be careful with which arc you're actually gonna engage with, because if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna die. Trust me on that. And then there's the Queen, this massive arc boss that people say requires half of the server to take down. I myself, I haven't tried it yet, but I have seen the chaos in other videos. It's terrifying and I absolutely love it. There are 4 maps right now. There's Blue Gate, Dam Battlegrounds, Spaceport, and Buried City. Now, from what I have heard is that Spaceport and Buried City lean more PvP heavy, but I could be totally wrong on that because I just heard it. Let me know in the comments if you have played those maps before and if this is actually a true statement. Now, matchmaking is solo, duo, or trio. And from what I have noticed, solos get matched with other solos, duos with duos, etc. A fair playing field. So if you are playing solo, the chance is probably 0% that you're gonna get matched with people who are playing with trios. So that makes the game balanced and fair for a lot of players. Let me know if I'm wrong on that in the comments, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on this one. The technical side of the game, well, it just runs beautifully. No lag, no stutters, smooth performance, and visually it's absolutely gorgeous. The atmosphere really sells the world and you feel like you're scavenging in a post-apocalyptic robot wasteland. Extractions are where things get spicy. That's when other players show up and you don't know if they're there to team up or basically to take you down. But again, 90% of the time, if I just talked and said I am friendly or I'm just extracting, people left me alone. Good luck, man. I mean, communication is absolutely key in this game. Use your mic. It'll save your life so many times. Trust me on this, guys. So, after 10 hours of playing the game so far, what's my verdict on the game? Well, I'm gonna give Arc Raiders a solid 9 out of 10. I haven't had this much fun with a game in months. It's like Tarkov, but lighter, more approachable, and way less toxic. Some people might hate me for saying this, but it might actually be better than Tarkov. Now, should you play Arc Raiders? Well, I've said it before, yes, absolutely. Whether you're an hardcore extraction shooter fan or an RPG player curious about the genre, this game gets it right. The community is surprisingly awesome, the gameplay loop is addictive, and the RPG elements give it depth. I was scared to even try it at first, but I am so glad that I did. For all those, not sure if they want to check it out, just get in there, talk to people, make some friends in these matches, and you'll have an absolute blast. Let me know in the comments if you have tried Arc Raiders already, or if you are planning to jump in. Now, I myself, like I said, I was like, hey, this is a PvP game, I'm never ever going to check it out. That was a big freaking mistake, because this game actually feels like PvE and PvP are combined really well together. Now, in some matches you can get shot, in some matches you can make a lot of friends, team up together, do content together. It's just what it is. But the balance between those two, between PvE and PvP, is absolutely brilliant. Now guys, I hope you have a general idea of the game. Let me know in the comments if you have or you haven't, or you're gonna skip it. Nonetheless, I would like to know what you guys think. But that's it for now. See you in the next one. Take care, guys.